What's up guys, Venny here, bringing you another squad builder. As I mentioned, this channel is going to be a lot of squad builders leading up to FIFA 21, and once FIFA 21 is out, I am going to be dropping obviously the Road to Glory and the Drive to Glory alongside maybe some other squad builders as the time goes on, but maybe the squad builders sort of convert over to my main channel and I build a series over there regarding that. But yeah, this video is obviously going to be me doing a squad builder, another hybrid sort of variation of some sort, which you probably can see on your screen, but I'll go into detail about these players and how I would play a game. And if you are new around here and you are enjoying content, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe, and let's get into this squad builder. Alright, let's talk about the squad. Up first, we've got Trapp in goal. Kevin Trapp, obviously a well-known keeper, I think, when it comes to FIFA. Obviously, I think he was originally at Frankfurt and he got his team of the season, and he had that year and he went to PSG and it was just basically a bench warmer, which was a bit upsetting to see because he looked like he had quite a good potential. Obviously, with the German keepers, you got Neuer just taken to go up again, so he's never going to make it into the national team as such, maybe as a third choice, but obviously him going to PSG sort of took a hit in his career, but he's obviously back at Frankfurt now. And obviously he gives us a strong link within this team back in the Bundesliga, which is always nice to see. In right back, we've got Lehner, an Austrian right back from Busch-Mönchengladbach. I went to go and say the name. I can definitely not say the name. You know who I'm on about. But yeah, 80 pace, 63 shooting, 70 passing, 75 dribbling, 73 defending, and 80 physical. At the start of the year, this card will be very good. As I mentioned in the previous squad builders, pace isn't going to be too effective really on the wing backs, I think, because everyone's got a lot of paces being like downgraded, so maybe some of these better players with lesser pace might be a lot better for you just because how they feel in game. Obviously we haven't actually got to play FIFA 21 yet, but this is my early assumptions regarding it. I think the right backs with about 80 pace might be okay at the start of the year. Obviously as time goes on and players get upgraded and people get more coins, people are going to be looking to get them faster players on the wing, so we need to upgrade them. But for the start, maybe even for the first week in league or whatever your plans are when it comes to building a team, I think 80 rated Lehner will be a quality choice. Into the centre backs, obviously we've got Kolstrom and Hermoso. Let's say that, Hermoso. Obviously Kolstrom comes in with 84 pace, 66 passing, 71 dribble, 82 defending, 77 physical. I think we're going to see this card a lot at the start of the game, especially him and Upamecano. I think a lot of people are going to go with that Bundesliga route, you know, as them two as a centre back option. So obviously we've got a hybrid here. We're using a Bundesliga, La Liga, and then into an Eredivisie Brazilian type thing. But I think Kolstrom is going to be one of the best centre backs in the game, especially with that decent dribbling as well. He should feel decent on the ball. I think he's definitely one player to look out for when you build your cheap starter teams. Of course, when I'm building these cheap starter teams, I'm just trying to give you guys ideas, possibly what I would go down, and also just giving you ideas when you actually do build your team. Maybe some of these teams you actually see in the Road to Glory, what I'm going to be doing over on my Twitch, and it obviously be uploaded onto this YouTube at the later dates, but mainly the content will be on Twitch, you know, all the ins and outs and stuff like that. But anyway, let's carry on with the team. We've got Hermoso as the left centre back, 75 pace, 72 passing, 71 dribbling, 80 defending, 79 physical. And skip the shooting because obviously shooting doesn't really matter when it comes to defensive players. But once again, a decent fast paced centre back with decent dribbling, so he's going to feel decent on the ball. These are key things to like look out for when you're looking at players, because you know you don't want them clunky, horrible players who can't pass the ball at the defence. Because even though defenders are usually just there to tackle and just win you the ball, it's quite nice to be able to trust them when you do have them, to be able to maybe just feel a little bit more cleaner on the ball. You know, when you're using them clunky defenders, sometimes you're at a higher risk of losing the ball, especially if you try and switch. I remember like using Manolas, and sometimes trying to switch the ball with him can go completely wrong due to his poor passing. Up next, we've got Firpo at the left back spot. There's quite a few options you can go with the Spanish left back in the La Liga, but we've gone with Firpo, 83 pace, 71 passing, 73 dribbling, 75 defending, and 76 physical. Very similar, as mentioned, about the Lehner. 83 pace on this card, just decent dribbling, decent defending for wing back at the start of the year would be more than good enough for you guys. Obviously you can do upgrades as the time goes on, maybe you're looking to get Jordi Alba or so on, but I think where this team really excels is in the midfield and the attack. And you know, I think that's where your sort of main budget is going, but these defenders are definitely more than capable of actually you know, bringing you guys results, I think, especially at the start of the game. So maybe this is, to be honest with you, this triangle here is something I'm looking in towards, because I really like the look of this Laurent. I think a lot of people, and it might be a little bit more expensive when the game comes out, but as time goes on, obviously his price is going to drop. But I think in general that the rest of the squad is going to be fairly cheap. Up next, on the right centre mid spot, we've got Lema, similar to Lena, but he's Lema. Austrian centre mid. This guy's probably going to be in all my squad builders, or most of my squad builders, alongside Laurent. If I can do a sort of combination with them two in any sort of way, they'll probably be in the team, because them two look unbelievable in a 4-4-2 or 4-1-2-1-2, whatever formation you really feel suited to play. I think these two are going to be your XL players really at the start of the game for a cheaper price, and just going to be super overpowered. I think Laurent, because I think he's fairly tall, Laurent. I might be wrong. I don't think I can actually see on here. I think Laurent's quite tall, so he's going to give you that, that big body sort of dominance in midfield, which is also very key. If you know about Hullets and Vieiras, that's why that makes them so overpowered. It's just because of the character build they come with, and I think that may be something Laurent's come with. But I might be absolutely gassing it, and he might be really small, but I'm pretty sure he's quite tall. In game and out of game, really. He should be tall out of game as well. But yeah, in the centre mid spot, we got Probes. Obviously, this isn't the formation I would use in game. I will go into details regarding that. But obviously, to get the chemistry, put Probes in the centre mid spot. It's quality that he's gone as that centre mid cam spot this year. So we can actually do this triangle hybrid, or just even link him into the right back or left back, to wherever it feels suited. Quincy Promes is always a sweaty, overpowered card in the year, even as a super sub for your mega teams or wherever it goes on. He's always a viable option for that. So obviously Quincy Promes comes in, I believe he's still 5-star skills, so very key asset for this team. And actually how we make it in the game is also very key. Left forward, we got Neres, 86 pace, 73 shooting, 73 passing, 85 dribbling. Very solid card all round. I think he's got 5-star skills and 3-star skill. 5-star skills and 3-star skills. 5-star skills, 3-star weak foot, left-footed. From what I'm thinking with him, I think how the rest of the team, he might have to be the striker. I'm not really too sure, just because Anthony's weak foot is very weak as well. So we can't really. One of them's got to be pushed out on the left, and then the other one, I'm not going to trust him on the right foot. Obviously, depends what finishing is overpowered. Maybe Finesse's far corner might be overpowered. So that's something to consider. But I think usually that the near post crossbody B shots is probably going to be the wave again this year. It just seems quite a consistent type of way to shoot. So I think left foot on the left and right foot on the right is usually my way to go with that. But yeah, as I was mentioning about Anthony, he's got, I think, like 2-star weak foot. So that is a really downer. He has to be pushed out on the left wherever possible, because he's going to be lacking on that right foot, and we can't be taking too much risk with him. But of course, when we're building these starter teams, that's something we have to take into consideration, that these guys are not going to have the best weak foot or the best skill moves. But what we're really looking for probably is the pace in these players, them sweaty, overpowered players. And I think Anthony obviously brings that with us, and he gives us obviously nice chemistry with Promes and Neres, and gives us an opportunity to get a Brazilian striker. And we've gone to Lisca, and that's because how I want to play this in-game is the main reason behind that. Talisca, of course, at cam and centre mid is also good options, because he can play as that left centre mid in a 4-1-2-1-2, but in a 4-2-3-1 I'm looking at this card to play cam, and that's the reason he's in. Of course, you can have any sort of Brazilian strikers or wingers or whoever you want to put there, because you can obviously put people on weak cam. You can even put like Richarlison there. Maybe that actually, you know what, Talisca's an option if you want to play Talisca cam, but I've just completely gone off board. I'm going to put Richarlison here, because I don't think actually he's in any of the other teams, and that's actually quite poor for me, because this card looks very sway. Sorry about that, Talisca, but you're out of the team. 83 pace, 78 shoot, 72 passing, 81 dribble, 80 physical. Last year he had 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills, I believe. So I assume he probably has that again this year. He played quality last year forever, and he's probably one of their key players. And from the start of the new Premier League season, he seems to be another key player. So I would assume he keeps them weak foot and skill moves, unless I've missed something there. And the reason I put Richarlison in is actually because I had a quick thought with how I want to set this team up. As I mentioned, maybe I want to put Neres in cam, but as striker, sorry, but maybe that will change now. It all depends. You can throw it up in the air. You can have Talisca, you can have Richarlison. It really depends who you prefer to have. But yeah, that is how the team will set up beforehand to get you full chemistry. But once we get into game, obviously if we're going to use 4-1-2-1-2, we won't be using Richarlison. We're going back to Talisca, and then we're going to be putting Talisca out as the left centre mid. We've actually gone to the wrong 4-1-2-1-2, so that would be quite useful. So the narrow version, of course, 4-1-2-1-2, we don't play anything else. Personally, I would probably put Lema right centre mid, Laurent CDM, Talisca left centre mid, Quincy Promes cam, David Neres striker. And you know what? No, I would probably put Neres cam, Anthony left striker, Promes right striker, just so I had that right on right and left on left. It's just something what I have to consider, obviously, when building these teams, because it's all good, looking good on paper, and them should be all sweaty players, of course. I just realised that's obviously not into decision. Yeah, it's all good having these sweaty players, but if you don't set them up right in a team, you're not going to get the best out of these sweaty players. So maybe that's something you have to consider when building your team. So yeah, I'll put Neres cam, and then Anthony left striker. I put Neres cam over Anthony because of the better weak foot. So if he does have to pass with the right foot, it's a little bit more reliable. But where I think this team's going to probably excel the most will be within the 4-4-2 and a 4-2-3-1. So let's bring in Richarlison back in so we can put him as our striker. As I said, Anthony has to be out on the left centre, left mid, because he's useless otherwise. Then I'll probably probably do it like this: Quincy Promes on the right, Anthony on the left striker, on the left mid again, Neres left striker, Richarlison right striker, Lema Laurent. I believe Lema's right foot and Laurent's left foot. I might be wrong there. But yeah, I would have it set up like this, very solid all round. For me, this is actually looking like maybe the go-to starter team for me in this Road to Glory. Maybe this is my aim. Obviously, it depends what we get in, in how the Road to Glory goes and so on. But maybe this is something what you guys consider for your starter teams. Of course, it depends how much this Laurent is, because this guy looks unbelievable. If I was using 4-2-3-1, once again, I'll probably be looking to play something similar. And sort of, I think Neres cam. I think that might be the play. Neres cam, Anthony left, Promes on the right, Richarlison through the middle, or Richarlison / Talisca in the cam spot on Neres striker. I'm not really too sure which way I'm leaning towards. Maybe more this way. I put Promes on the right because obviously, as I mentioned, I like to have that right foot on the right. And Anthony, of course, poor weak foot, but he's got that sway sort of style player, what we're looking for. But yeah, this is the team, how I probably would set it up in obviously the 4-2-3-1, the 4-1-2-1-2, and the 4-4-2. This team's looking decent. This is something I'm definitely looking to get. So yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are. If you've got any other suggestions who you want to see sweaty teams built around for squad builders, let me know, or maybe different price ranges, leagues, whatever it may be. Let me know in the comments and I can get building them for you guys. But that'll be it for the video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe, and peace.
Everybody